Oh. Morning everyone. Morning baby Raphael. Hope your teeth are not hurting you too much today. Morning everyone. Thanks for coming. It's Monday morning again. So before we start, I'm going to put a bubble of white light of protection around us, each of us individually, and all of us as a family soul group that we are. And just today, I'm going to just speak a little bit, that's my operative words in it, a little bit, on a documentary of Woodstock that I was looking at. I don't know, maybe it was Friday night or something like that. Anyway, I've seen lots of things about Woodstock, but I've never seen this one. And it was just showing, like, when they knew that they couldn't control it, when they knew that there were so many people coming that they couldn't possibly keep them out with fences and all that game, they just went, it's free. Right, forget about the money, it's free. Right, and then there was big concerns because there was 500,000 people there, no policing, no security, nothing like that there. And all they did was got a little hippie group, and they used to say to people, would you mind getting out of the way, please? And it was all about pleases and talking to people gently and kindly, and they never had anything like what we see nowadays at festivals and stuff like that. And the best thing for me about it was the whole community around that, which weren't hippies, they were just people that lived around them, when they realised that they'd run out of food because it was so blocked up they couldn't get food in, they all clubbed together, all these people, and they fed their youth, because that's what they looked about, is that they're our youth, they're our tomorrow's leaders in there. And just the act of kindness that people were going hungry, that they donated all this food, and then on the site everyone just got together and cooked and cleaned, and it was a real communal thing. And I think the feelings from that place were really overwhelming of love and community and belonging, right? And that is what we need back in our life today. Even a farmer he actually asked to go on the telly to praise them people in there, saying they were the kindest, most gentlest people that he'd ever met, and any preconceived thoughts that he had about them were totally wrong. So we need to get the community, the loving of each other, the caring of each other back into today's society. Nothing to do with money. It's almost like money's got to go, because money's the root of all evil, but it's the love of money, and it's the power that money brings in our society today that we have to change. And we are the change. We are the change. So everything that you do that's got a positive slant on it adds to what's coming for us all. So well done you. And well done them people at Woodstock. It was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen anyway. So how are you going on with not talking about anyone? I should have actually made that a little bit more precise. Not talking about anyone in a negative way. It's okay to praise people. It's okay to talk about people when you're giving them a positive slant on it. Right, so keep at it. Keep at it. It's not something that goes overnight. And especially if there's two of you, if you've got a partner with you, one of you can just say to each other, oh, you're slipping back. Right, and then you can just stop. Every negative phrase that you don't say makes it a more positive word out there. World out there, not words out there. So keep going, keep practicing. That's all you can do, but just keep it up, because it's a really good habit to get back in your life. The same as talking negatively about people is just a bad habit that you've picked up over the years. So it's as simple as that. Right, so look, we're going to go off on our meditation now, but before we go there, I want to say to you, I need to explain to the dustbins to people that have just come in to join these videos. We've got a grey dustbin, which is just for putting everyday rubbish in. All the things, all the annoyances, all the nuisances, all the not important stuff, that goes in the grey dustbin. The other dustbin is a brown dustbin, and when I first started I called it a dustbin of shame, and that's not the right word for it. It's a dustbin of secrets. It's the things that happen to us in our life that we've done bad. We've done bad acts, we've done bad things to people, right? And you can't go back on them, but you can be sorry for them and you cannot repeat them. But these are the type of stuff, these are the stuff that makes you secretive, right? And that's why I say about people that have been abused, because that's always a secretive thing. And I have to say this, that because you internalise that shame that you feel for that, because the weird thing is sometimes people will actually find blame for themselves in the abuse. Absolutely not. You've come in contact with someone who's so weak, who's so puny, that the only empowerment that they can get is by dominating people that can't fight back, dominating others and abusing others, right? This is the stuff for the brown dustbin. Now, if you're not ready for it this week, it's fine. It's a dustbin that we will visit every couple of months, every now and then, because I know this is deep-seated in a lot of people, and it is a painful experience, but you don't need it inside you. You don't need the feelings that it creates inside you. So put them feelings in, because this is the stuff that you don't tell anyone else. It's so secretive because you're ashamed of it. Right, shameful is not, the shameful word does not belong to you, it belongs to the dominators. And that's why we have to help heal them, because it's them that we have to change. Right, okay then. So nice and quiet, nice and relaxed now. 3 deep breaths. And off we go. We walk up our path. There's a joyousness with us today. Every time we walk this path, our step is lighter, our life is more joyous, and we feel fabulous. And we are holding our hands out, absorbing the energies from the earth as we're going on our walk. And we can see all the birds and the bees and the butterflies and the flowers. And the sun, the warmth of the sun on your chest because you're walking towards it. And deep breathing that beautiful fresh air with the smell of pine and woods all mixed in with it. And as we come up to our grey dustbin, I can actually feel a thing for getting offloading this stuff with you today. Oh look, I've been carrying it all week. Let's just get a shot of it today. All those annoyances, all the times that you've been frightened, fearful, shameful, irritating, you haven't had patience, all the things that you feel that you could have done better this week and that you haven't, just put all those thoughts in the dustbin and put that lid on really tight, because you don't want those thoughts popping back out again, because that's in the past and this is now. And we carry on up our journey, and tucked there on the right hand side is the brown dustbin of secrets. Those of you that are ready, put all of those thoughts, all of those feelings, all of those fears, all of those mental troubles in that dustbin. If you need more than one dustbin, don't be shy. There's loads of dustbins for both dustbins, as many as you need. If you've been really naughty in your life and you need more than one dustbin, it don't matter. As long as you're not carrying on the stuff that you're putting in the dustbin, you're fine with it. So put all that, offload all of that painful stuff into the dustbin and put the lid on really tight. There is a huge sense of relief and release for those that have been able to use that dustbin. But don't worry if you haven't been able to use it today. We're going to come back other times to visit this dustbin. And we carry on our walk. It's a beautiful, balmy summer day, a gentle breeze. And as we turn the bend, we see our beautiful tree, the tree that gives us all the nourishment that we need. We slip in our own little secret entrance to this tree. And we're seated in our own special safe spot within the tree. Again this week we are being allowed to go down into the crystal cave. So we follow the roots of the tree down into the crystal cave, and out from the bottom of our feet we drop roots that curl round, wrap round these huge crystals that lie beneath the earth. The work that we're going to do today, first of all, starts with yourself. So put your hands on your heart and give yourself some healing, because some of you today have been through a painful process. So just for a couple of minutes, give yourself the healing that you need, your own self. And when you're ready, when you feel that you have absorbed enough healing for your own self, then send that healing out to the people of the world, anywhere and everywhere. No judging, just pure, unadulterated love and healing for all of the world. Now, you can do it to specific groups if you've got groups in mind, but it's just a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. It's a loving. As much love and healing as you can send out there to the world, to the people of the world. And we will put the animals and the birds in with this. Right? As much healing and love as you can give out there. And I shall leave you with this wonderful work that you're doing. it's time to come back. Just centre yourself a little bit first, because you've just done really intense work. Just allow those roots to come back up through your feet, uncurl them around the crystals. I know there's a reluctance to do so, but curl them back up and roots come back up. Get yourself back centred again. And then we come back up the roots, back into our safe room. Again, just put your hands on your hearts to settle yourselves back. You've done really, really valuable work today. Well done, all of you. Well done, all of you. And now we step out of our tree, back into the world. But we feel totally different than what we did when we went into the tree. We know in our soul what valuable work that we're doing, how vital this work is to the world and to the people of the world and to the lands of the world. And we come back down our beautiful path. There's a love and appreciation for the world that we didn't have before. There's an attitude of gratitude for absolutely everything that we get nowadays. It's like we actually realise how special this world is and how special we are on it. We just got to sort out the society bit a little bit better than what we have. Carry on back down the path. Noticing all the butterflies and the flowers and the bees. They're all busy this time of year. Until you come back to the chair that you started this journey off on. And as normal, 3 deep breaths. Bring yourself back to the here and now. And I almost want to say to you, stretch out this morning. Stretch out and feel great within yourself, because I feel that you do now. Right, so the card for today, again, I'm going to use our beautiful Archangel Gabriel cards to show. And I'm actually going to read you this one out of the book because I can't help it. I've just got to do it this morning. I don't normally use a book, but I will have a look. Because it was such a weird one, success. Congratulations, you did it. That's the card we called. But the actual words in the book, success. Your hard work has paid off and you are receiving acknowledgements and rewards. This card heralds success coming your way and asks you to keep the faith and continue upon your path of action steps. The result will exceed your expectations and will also be an important stepping stone leading to you to your ultimate dreams. So again, confirmation from Spirit that all of our work is being looked at up there and it's appreciated. And there's thanks and gratefulness for us for what we're doing. And in your own life, you've got the success card. So can't ask for more than that, I don't think. Right, your task for today. Someone wrote to me and said to me, like, I didn't know I was going to get homework. And I said, you'll get put on the naughty step if you keep on. Anyway, your task for today is to practice patience. Now, you can either give yourself an allocated amount of time, like 5 minutes. I'm going to have 5 minutes where I'm not going to allow anything to annoy me at all. You might think that's really easy, but it might not be at the same time. Or you can put yourself with someone that you find really annoying. And it doesn't have to be like a horrible thing. It's just that they irritate you and you can't get out of that irritated mode every time you see them. So just find someone or something to practice on, to practice your powers of patience. Because again, every time that you're patient, you're putting a positive act in place of a negative, irritating habit. So just try it. I mean, I'm doing these with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing everything that I'm asking you to do. I'm doing as well. So I've got just as many things as what everyone else has got out there. So don't think that I'm just giving you tasks to do because I fancy it. These are to help us to lift our vibration. And it's also just a little thing, a thought of mine, because the children that have been born for the last, 10, 12 years, they're coming in, their DNA is already changed to the vibration that me and you's trying to get to. They're already coming in at that level. And that's why so many of them are getting labelled up with the ADHD stuff. I mean, I'd never even heard of that word so many years ago. And now every child out there has got it, right? I believe, and these are only my own thoughts, that's because they're coming in so advanced that I find everything boring out here. So it's up to us mums out there to stimulate these children, because they're coming in needing a lot more work, if you call, to keep them occupied, to keep them satisfied with their own selves. And that's part of the problem. I'm not an expert on it by any means, as you can just tell, but the thoughts are there, and I just want to put it out there to you. I'm thinking of doing some videos with Tony and me on the bowls, but just reading some stories to children. See what you think. If you think that it might help children that you've got to go to sleep or something like that, just message me and I'll get them together. But I don't want to start something and you think, oh, what's she on now? So I'll leave it to you, that bit. So shut your energy centres down, your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar, your sacral, and your root chakra. Don't shut them, just like a flower, just bring them like that. Put your cloak on, put your hood up, fully protected out there now. But the minute you get that out there on them streets, that's much love to anyone that comes in your vicinity. It doesn't have to be to anyone particular, but just as much love as you can give to the world out there, because it's in dire need of it. Right, so thank you very much for coming again to our Monday meetings. Thanks to the nurses, the doctors. Even though all that's sort of gone quiet because we're all out there, all that work is still going on. You're still got people out there giving from the heart, not for money, not for even for recognition, just for giving love and healing to everyone that needs it. So thank you, all the nurses and doctors and care workers and anyone that's out there giving their best out there. We thank you from our hearts, all of us. So, right, another week's over. Bye bye, baby Raphael. Nanny Eileen loves you, and all the world loves you. Please share my videos if you can. If they help one person, they're valuable videos, and that's all that I ask, is that if you can, please share them. I'll keep them on YouTube under Eileens Crystal Singing Bowl Meditations, in case you want to refer back to earlier ones or ones that just appeal to you more than the others. So thanks very much for coming. Love you all. See you next Monday, 12 o'clock-ish, I hope. Bye. Bye, Raphael.